Hello everybody, welcome to today's APING Altcoins video. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today, being that it is the FOMC. We're going to start with Bitcoin and then review the alts that we've gone over in the last couple weeks here to get an idea of where we might be looking to take some trades on it. Okay, and I want to start with BTC because that's sort of where it all begins with the altcoins, right? Especially on a day as important as today. We're going to be looking FOMC meeting 2 p.m. EST today. We are expecting a 75-point basis hike on interest rates, and I think that the market is anticipating some degree of talks of a pivot. It's unsure what that would mean, but ultimately we've been having really aggressive rate hikes. So a pivot could mean that we would see reduced aggressiveness or talks of when we might see a pause or when things will slow down. If we do not get that today, I would be expecting further downside too. So here's what I'm looking at on the chart. We started out, we had this Elliott wave that we traded it was so awesome. I absolutely loved trading this. I got some longs in down here. Laddered into a compounding long here, heavily took profits here, longed more here, and then took profits at this line and at this line. And I walked you guys through all that. We talked about it in the Discord, and I've been really happy with that. But the one thing that I talked with you guys quite a bit about is I was expecting this wave 5, here. I'll go ahead and I was expecting this wave 5 to go to about here. Well, I had to change that plan, right? When we sweep the high here, I still wasn't convinced, but given the amount of time that it's taken here, the way that price is looking right now, and the closes that we have gotten, I personally do believe that wave 5 was put in here. So I've pivoted my analysis on where that wave 5 has ended, and I'm now looking to take out the low on wave 4. So taking out this low, I think is the next step here. There is quite a bit of liquidity just below here. So what I would like to see is some degree of a move down here to the bottom of the channel and the zone here, and look for a long setup, right? Not just blindly longing wicks, right? If the price just simply falls, we don't want to long it, it could just keep falling, right? We're going to look for some degree of a setup and then look to long it back up to this area and possibly higher. Taking a look, I just want to show you guys the alternative on that. This is a pretty easy look at the charts. We've been in the sideways range for some time. This is the the Elliott wave that I was talking about, and where I was looking here before. It is possible that we do, get a move up here with this wedge and then get our move down and then back up. I personally don't like moving up from here. I prefer a move down, but it's hard to argue with how much liquidity there is resting up here. My opinion is that I think that the market is biased up for now. I think that we are going to see an extended bear market rally. I think that BTC can go a little bit higher than this. With that said, if that is going to play out, I would think that we would get a move down here. I think it would be more bullish to get a move down to this zone and then get a move back up, reclaiming the top of this channel for then continuation to the upside. I think if we were to get a move up here, then a move down, I think that we would be in for an extended correction, right? This would be, to me, this would take quite a lot longer to play out than what I would be looking for my analysis, and we'll have to pivot again, and take a look at a new setup and a new overall view. Because right now, I'm generally looking at this as being, wave 1, 2, and then 3 as a continuation to the upside. All right, so with that said, we'll dive into some of our altcoins. FTM played out perfect. So we have this overall channel, this sideways channel that I had talked about in one of our last altcoin videos. and we had our descending triangle, which played out nicely, had a deviation from the range, and at the time I think we were right in here, and I was looking for price to break back up above the range low, gain acceptance in, and then I wanted to see it go up and back test it, and we are seeing that back test right now. So it does look really, really good. So we did get that nice little back test here. Pending what happens with BTC, I would like to, maybe see a couple more wicks down here, maybe a couple below, but nonetheless, I would still like to see the daily close above the low of this range. Closing above the low of this range would be confirmation to me that yes, it is flipped to support, and yes, we can continue higher. All right, so I would be looking to long wicks down into here, but I do want to see a daily closure above. Okay, to me that would be a confirmation that it's a good trade, and we can look for further upside. I'm not just going to blindly start longing. Bruin, I'm not really into right now. Atom is another one that I really like. So this one was great. We were talking about the monthly close for October. At the time, October's high was, somewhere around here, mid-13s or something like that. And at the time when we talked about it, their monthly candle was red, and I had said if Atom can break up above its current monthly high in October and its monthly open in October and close green, we would have, look at this candle. It's a bullish hammer on a monthly time frame. It's a great candle, right? It's a very bullish candle in my opinion. So then what I wanted to see, if we just take a look here, I can we'll go ahead and draw this out for you guys so you can get a clear look at it. So in this zone, we can see that we've broken out of the value area, back tested into the POC, and broken out again. I think it's really important for us to hold this area on a daily time frame. So what I'd like to see are wicks below, maybe down to the 0.5, but nonetheless closing the daily above this level at about 13.14 for then continuation to the upside. So again, very similar to FTM, I'm looking for these wicks down here, but the closure, in my opinion, is very key. It's very key where we want to see support hold for then continuation to the upside. We'll take a look at QNT. QNT, again, we've had this one going for a while. We did have this wick down here, and I had said that that's a little bit too quick for me on the way forward. I would expect us to revisit these lows, and we are doing just that. What's really key here is that this trend line holds and the support and resistance level holds at about 152. So, wicking below or wicking to these levels is great. I would, look to open some longs there, but we have to be closing above those key levels on a daily time frame. I do think that once we kind of get in here and have some price action here, that we'll round out and then have our continuation to the upside that we had been calling for in the past. The last one is Doge. This is more of a narrative trade. I'm not, this isn't too heavily in technical analysis, right? So we do have this really nice trend line here, this uptrend, and we do kind of have this sideways channel going on. I would look to long if we were to get down to this zone, just simply based on the narrative with Elon and Twitter. I would look to, this is a low IQ trade. I would simply get in here and enter based on this. I wouldn't go crazy big position and look to see if we gain acceptance back into this channel and have continuation upwards holding this trend line, right? So for me, those are the altcoins that I'm going to be keeping an eye on today. Pending what happens with BTC, right? The very first trade I take is going to be BTC. Once I see the long setup on BTC, if we get it, I'm going to take that trade, and then I'm going to go look at the altcoins and see how they look. And if I like what I see there, then I'll start to trade the alts. But again, it's really important to keep in mind we do have a couple different things that we can see here. We are holding support nicely here, so it is possible that we do get, our move up first. This isn't what I personally like best as a scenario, but it is something we have to be open to as today unfolds, because it will be volatile, it will be unpredictable. And what I would say is to not to trade the initial reaction, because it tends to whipsaw, where it wrecks shorts, it'll wreck longs, and then it'll choose its direction. Okay, our goal here is to trade whatever direction it chooses. So if we get a move down, then great, we know we want to long this area. If we get a move up, then great, we know we want to short this area. Okay. All right, guys, so I'll be in the Discord all day. I'm going to be trading all day. I'm very, very excited to see more action. So I will be around. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And yeah, happy trading. Be safe today.